Hey there everyone, Andy here at Audi Upgrades. So here I am sitting in an absolutely stunning 2023 Audi A8. And they're such beautiful cars. They look amazing on the inside, they look beautiful on the outside, the aesthetics is brilliant. I think these are stunning vehicles for the money. And this customer, even though it's a 2023 A8, it's a narrow wheelbase, not a long wheelbase. It came really well equipped, but didn't come with blind spot warning. It came with 360 cameras, adaptive cruise control, all the interior multicolored lighting, everything really, just ironically not blind spot warning. So he came to me and I've just spent the last day fitting blind spot warning. So this is the genuine blind spot warning system as fitted at the factory, as well as exit warning and rear cross traffic alert. So blind spot warning is the LEDs you can see there in the wing mirrors. So these are new wing mirror housings that I've had. I use a local body shop to do the painting of parts for me. So these are new gloss black, Audi gloss black mirror covers with the hole in them for the LED. And you can see the LED there just on the side, and obviously the same on the other side. And then exit warning is, so in these strips here, where the colour lights are, we fit new LEDs in these strips. We have to take these off, take the doors off. New LEDs into all four doors at the back as well, and on the other side, of course. And they light up red if you're parked, or if you're pulled over on the side of a road or on a pavement, and if you go to open the door, and if there's a car or a cyclist, you can just see it lighting up red there. You can see a car or a cyclist coming towards you, and you go to open the door, it will light that strip red. It will also light the LED in the wing mirror for the front doors and flash. And on the newer cars that have the electromechanical door lock, make sure I say that right, it will put a brief pause on the door lock, because these doors are, you can open them normally like this, but you can also just do this and it unlocks. You can see that, you can hear it if I do it. So these are electromechanical, and what it does is it will put a pause on the door from opening if there's something coming towards you, because it doesn't want you to open the door into whatever's coming up, coming towards you from behind. On the older cars like the Q74M pre-facelift and A4B9, A58W, exit warning lights these strips up in the doors, but as it's just a mechanical lock, there was no way to stop the actual person from opening the door, whereas this puts a brief, I think it's about 0.8 second or 1 second delay from the door actually actuating, so it kind of gives you a brief stop to unavoidably, or to avoid, I should say, opening the door into someone. So we fitted those to all four doors. New radars in the rear bumper, so the bumper's been off on this A8. New radars plumbed in, wired in, all the necessary wiring. There's more wiring on the side assist on the facelift models than in the pre-facelift models. Then remove component protection, calibrate the system. It's a dynamic calibration, so this is where you plug the dealer software into on a laptop, kind of on a towel here on a laptop plugged into the car, and it's something called dynamic calibration. So you go out onto a road, you initiate the calibration on the computer, and then you drive for about 5-10 minutes and the system calibrates itself. And when it's finished, this screen here goes completely green, as like a nice, because obviously you're driving, so you don't want to be looking at the laptop. So it goes green when it's finished, or red if it's failed. So this went bright green, and then you can pull over, carry on the laptop, finish the procedure. So that's how dynamic calibration works, which is quite handy because you don't have to set boards up and everything behind the car and all that. And then obviously side assist is configured, so now cars coming into the blind spot of the vehicle, this LED on both sides will light up orange, and it gets brighter as the car gets closer, and then it fades away as the car passes. And if the car's coming quicker than you at a greater speed, it lights up sooner, whereas if the car is going slower and kind of edging towards you in that outside lane, it lights up slower. So it's got some intelligence there. Exit warning I told you about. And lastly, rear cross traffic alert. So rear cross traffic alert is if you're in a parking space, say a supermarket car park, and you go to reverse out, if there's traffic behind you that you can't see because you've got cars parked either side of you, say for example cyclist, pedestrian or another vehicle, the system can detect those, and it comes up here on the MMI screen showing arrows which direction the object's coming from, and if you keep moving it will put the brakes on to stop you reversing back into that person or back into that car or cyclist. So you kind of get 3 features with one. So you get blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, and then you get exit warning. Exit warning is optional, you don't have to add it to the doors, they can be left off and you can just do blind spot warning and rear cross traffic alert. Rear cross traffic alert is purely software, so it makes sense not to make that optional because you're doing blind spot warning anyway, so you may as well do rear cross traffic alert. Whereas exit warning is physical hardware in the doors and wiring and so forth, so that is optional, but the customer wanted all of it. So when you first start the car, so I'll just start the engine now, and you'll notice here, if I hold this here, you'll see we've got the purple light here and for his ambient lighting, but this will change to red in a second and this light will light up. So now you see this is red and the side assist LED, so it's like a self-test it does to make sure all the LEDs are working. So it obviously lights up the red strip on all 4 doors. I just didn't move my camera around quick enough so you can see, so I just showed you here. And the LEDs in the wing mirrors obviously light up as well. From a configuration perspective on the MMI, if we go to driver assist and individual settings here, we've now got 2 options here. We've got side assist and exit warning. And if I turn exit warning off, which turns off the feature on the doors, if I go to turn it on again, you'll see the lights light up red again there because you flip the system back on. So it does that on all 4 doors. So I'll just hold my camera to the back door like this and turn it on again. There we go, and you can see it lights up there. So that's exit warning, so that's how the exit warning system here, and if you press the button here it says within certain limits the exit warning system warns occupants before a door is opened about a potential collision with traffic approaching from behind. See the owner's manual. Then you've got side assist here, so you can obviously turn that off if you don't want it, and if I hold my camera up to the wing mirror again, if I turn it on again, you can see the LED lights up. It's a bit brighter than what I can see on the camera, but it is brighter than what you're seeing. And here you can see side assist. Within certain limits, the system warns you, the side assist system warns you of changes at a critical time. So if you've got side assist enabled and there is someone in your blind spot and you don't notice, even though the system's lit up, and you go to indicate right, say because there's someone in your right hand blind spot, the LED here will flash rapidly, very, very brightly to warn you not to change lane. But only do that if you're changing lane. Otherwise it just lights up slowly to let someone know someone's in your blind spot and then fades away afterwards. And if I go to driver assist settings here, we've got side assist settings here. So there's no settings for exit warning, which is why there's no option here in the menu, and there's no settings in here for rear cross traffic alert, but I'll show you where that is momentarily. And in side assist here you can then adjust the brightness of the LEDs, and if I scroll it all the way to darker, hopefully the camera will pick this up, and scroll it all the way to the brighter, it is going brighter and darker. I just don't know whether the camera picks that up, but you can adjust the brightness here just with a slider like this. So with regards to rear cross traffic alert, that's on by default. That's actually on in the parking sensor screen, so like the 360 cameras. And now under here, if you click the 3 little ellipses and scroll down, you've got an option here called rear cross traffic alert on or off. So you can turn that feature off if you want, and you can obviously turn it on if you want. I can do that while looking at my camera. So yes, those are the 3 settings. So really useful feature to have. Obviously A8s are really well equipped anyway. Big old job. It took me about 10 hours. Just, you know, it's one of those jobs, especially on A8. These A8 doors are quite difficult to get off. You have to be very, very careful with this trim. There are 3 LEDs and fiber strips attached to the back of these strips. These trims are also ridiculously expensive, especially these carbon fiber effect ones, which are real carbon fiber. Yeah, really a job you need to take slowly and take your time, but a beautiful car and a great upgrade, and I hope that was of interest. Any questions, please do let me know. Many thanks.